Yeah, it was cool. Outside of 3-4 pitches, I felt like my line doesn't reflect how I threw the ball tonight. Felt good, like you said, get my feet wet in the first rivalry game I've been a part of. Yeah, felt good.
What about just like with the rotation been through this week, just to give the 6 innings?
Yeah, I mean 6 innings is bare minimum though. That's kind of what I've said in the past couple. It's I've typically been able to get out of the jam with runners in scoring position. Tonight I didn't. Through a dozen plus pitches that I didn't need to, and could have been into the 7th. Could have gave the guys a little bit more of a breather. Just something to work on moving forward.
In the moment when Wells' ball ends up in the exact wrong part of the park, what's your reaction to that in the short porch?
Yeah, I hung it, so you're aware of the short porch. It sounded like he got it enough to go. I saw Rob tracking back, and I thought we actually had a chance at it. I didn't really see where it landed, but trying to go down the way, just left it middle.
Is there something different to pitching in a Red Sox Yankees game, getting your first taste of that?
No, not really. I every game's important, especially us trying to claw our way back in the division. I mean, it's nice being able to get a win versus a division opponent. Kind of helps chip away at that. But I mean, the rivalry is it's for the fans. For us, it's we're trying to win every game.
What were those encounters like with Aaron Judge? Because you struck him out 3 times. That doesn't happen very often.
What's the question exactly?
Sorry, what was those encounters like with Aaron Judge when you struck him out 3 times?
Yeah, it felt good. I struck him out 3 times. The time's going to come where I face him again next Friday, I believe. So, got to do it again. That's the great thing about this game. Just had his number today. That's all.
You looking forward to getting him again?
Yeah. Like I said, I felt like I threw the ball pretty well today. I gave up 5 earned, but I kept the ball on the ground. I could do a better job at finishing lefties once I'm ahead, but outside of that, in my mind, it was a good start.
What's it meant to you to kind of continually put this team in a position to win, start after start, and what's gone into that?
Yeah. Just I mean, I don't know that. I mean, that's the whole part of my job is put the team in a position to win. So it doesn't really mean anything more than it should. It's that's just me doing my job.
What do you think of the way your offense kind of fought tonight?
Yeah, it was awesome. I don't really have a lot to say. Yeah, it was a great offensive effort. Yeah.
Yeah, for lack of a better word, a game like that just fun.
Yeah.
These 2 teams is fun.
Yeah. They're all fun.